A bump in the road. Yeah. A fling is a bump in... Well, I know what I do with that bump. But it just is ridiculous, isn't it? How many bumps do you have to have in a marriage? I mean, there's a roundabout where they get to the end of the bumps, they go round the roundabout and go back over the bumps again, don't they? Because it's forever. I mean, I find it a strange relationship anyway, because I thought when they split that she was fine with it and the split had happened and they were happy with it. Now, according to him, there was no split at all and no problem. So who's telling the truth? You can't get to the bottom of them, can you?
Yeah, well, he says, you know, he made a mistake and you learn from your mistakes. But it's very humiliating for Sharon. I'm kind of fascinated by the fact she must have almost like an addiction to Ozzy, because whenever they split up, they get back together again. Wow. And I adore Sharon Osbourne. I absolutely adore her. And I can't understand. I find it really hard to understand how she could keep on forgiving him. I mean, I know this wasn't a bump. I know it was over. Absolutely over when she caught him cheating. So how he has got her to take it back,
I think that's the fascinating thing, because Sharon is such a forceful, strong, you know, opinionated woman, and you think she would. All right, you can forgive a few, you know, whatever, a few mistakes, but I mean, him saying it's just another bump in the road. I mean, it's like you said, it's like a very long road with speed ramps, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Slowing down.
But maybe she isn't as strong and as forceful as we all think. Maybe that's her persona, and maybe that's what we see. But they're very codependent. They need each other, and maybe, you know, it comes to the point where there's, do you want to be without me? Do you want to be alone, or shall we just be together and we'll get over the next hurdle?
But isn't the other thing that as you get older, you've got to start a really stark choice, and you have to decide, if you're a woman, are you going to be alone and live by yourself?
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Well, we've talked about that.
The thing is, she does love him.
I mean,
when you're with Sharon, though, as well, I mean, it's quite obvious that she's very, very, very much is in love with him still and loves him. And
I think that's what it is.
You know, she does.
We've got things here. Vicky says, I'd say marriage is an entire traffic network. There's junctions to cross, roundabouts to manoeuvre and speed bumps to get over. But if it's meant to be, then you'll get there regardless. And Mary says, every relationship has bumps, but cheating on your partner is more than a bump. I totally agree with that. I've been there. It's a painful betrayal. I won't take a man back who's cheated on me. And James says, if everything was perfect all the time, I'd be very suspicious. Life isn't perfect, neither relationships. And that's true. And maybe that's what, you know, you make a choice, like you've just said. Do you want to be on your own, or do you want to be with the person that you know all the warts and everything that they have, and you put up with it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if it is like a car and a road, well, us 3 hours just stalled a couple of times, isn't it, really?
Mine's like Spaghetti Junction.
Mine doesn't exist.
Your exhaust has dropped off. Anyway.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.